turned into a cut-off. Cannot have any more alcohol past my lips for this flight, right? And I was like, are you serious? I got cut off on a Malaysian Airlines flight. I think we can all agree that is the worst thing that has ever happened on a Malaysian Airlines flight. It was already going to be tenuous after you were very nervous about me talking about it in the first place. And then I just compared not being able to drink to being worse than death. So, good. That's very good. I've got a child, ladies and gentlemen, as well. I made him with my penis. There's some other things involved, but I'm going to tell you my favourite thing to do with my boy, my absolutely favourite thing. He's 5 years old now. I think that's a success, getting to half a decade. My favourite thing to do is go to the park with him. Oh my God, I love the park. The park! The park is so... Do you guys know how long it is for a man from when we can go to the park to when we can't go to a park to when we can go to the park again? Fuck, it's a long time. Girls, you don't have this problem. At any age, at any time, you can walk into a park and you're in a park. You just wander in, just go, I'm in a park. As soon as you look like a man, you can't go to a park anymore. Basically is what's happening. Let's say 17 years of age, you cannot walk into a playground on your own because every parent, including me, does this, just goes... Get in the car. Don't take your pants off now, for fuck's sake, get in the car! We have looked on as pedos for such a long time of our lives, and all we want to do is go on a swing. That's all I wanted to do. I swear to God, my son was 1 week old and I was back at the park. I was on a swing. She's going, fuck you, I'm here, back off. I've got one, he's in the pram. Fuck you. Yeah, tell your kid to get off the slide because I'm coming down. I'll break his arm, I don't give a shit. I'm going down. I've been waiting 15 years for this. My favourite park is a park in Melbourne where I live. Obviously, I live in Melbourne. I'm in the uniform. No, I just have a half latte. You're like a normal latte, but just half full. Yeah, because I'm different. Anyway. Oh, God, I live in Melbourne. So, I was at this playground that I love going to at Albion Park Lake, and I'm there with my boy, right? At this stage, he was about 4 years old. This other little boy came over to us. He's about 9 years old. And he comes over and he just goes, hey, can I play with you? And I'm like, oh, hey, can you not say that so loud? I just made it back in here, champ. Don't you get me kicked out. I'm like, yeah, man, you can play with us. That's fine. And as soon as I say that, my boy looks at me and just goes, bad choice. I'm like, all right. You don't know. He's probably fine. Don't be so judgmental. All right, mate. My name's Harley. This is Leonard. What's your name? This kid, this 9-year-old goes, Batman. I looked at my son and I'm like, sorry, he's a dick. Like, that's not your real name, champ. Right, he's like, stranger danger. I'm like, fuck you come over to us, all right? You're the strange one. I said to Leonard, let's just get through this, all right? We'll get through it. Now, the reason that Batman was there is he wanted to play with Leonard's ball. And I told Leonard to leave that in the car, otherwise weirdos would come over and want to play with it. Right? But we're there. Now, I'm still a little bit better than my son at this stage. He's pretty cool, but I've still got a little bit over him because he can't quite fucking catch it. Right, so I threw the ball to him and he goes, oh, it's all right, mate. Batman laughs. I'm like, watch yourself, Batman. Then Leonard picks it up, throws it to Batman. Batman catches it. We've got to do a victory lap around the place. I'm like, all right, buddy, you're 9. You should be able to do that by now. Batman picks the ball up and then full tilt pegs it at Leonard's face. Just hits him square in the face. And I'm just like... Oh, that was excellent, Batman. Come on, high fives. That was really good. As soon as the ball leaves my son's face, he looks at me and just went, you're a douche, and wanders off into the distance of the playground. Now, anyone here who's been around a small child under the age of 5, you'll know that they instinctively want to be in front of fast-moving metal objects. I don't know why it is. I have no idea. They could be here in Happy Joy Candyland just going, okay, this is the bit. What's that? A truck? Bring it on. I'm made of flesh and bone. I'm gonna fuck you up. Right now, it's my job primarily to make sure that he's not dead. Problem was that Batman took the ball and pucked off in that direction. I'm just like, I'm not having it, right? So I had a short amount of time to get to Leonard and Truck Zone. I didn't have time to discuss this with Batman, so I snatched the ball off a child in a playground. It's not my proudest moment, but I do have the time to say, listen mate, I lost a lot in the divorce, just fucking give me the ball, right? So, I had the ball and Batman then started to lose his bat brain, right? Just absolutely kicked off and started going, Mom! Dad! And I'm like, chill out, what's going on? He's like, Mom! All the other parents in the playground are looking up from their iPhones just going, what's happening? What's happening? What's going on? Where's Tarkman? Where's Tarkman? Let's go get him. I'm I'm trying to calm this kid down. He's just losing his background. I'm like, hey, Batman, just calm down. It's like, Mom, Dad! And then I went, whoa, 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 whoa. Aren't you Batman? I'm pretty sure your parents are dead. And then he went all, and I just looked at him and went, why so serious? Not enough of you have seen that film, so it was great. You were like, fuck, that's very good. Good references. Hey, I told a story at this conference I did with you guys that I wasn't going to do here, but I've been filthier than that, so I'm going to tell it. Is there someone that's heard the story? No one else wants to do it? Okay. Okay. So my boy turned 5 and I think it's a good time to celebrate it. I'm not with his mum anymore, but we have a lot of love for each other, and it reminds me of the time where I found out that she was pregnant because she came and told me. That's the only way I would have found out, all right? Because I'm not an obstetrician, nor do I have radiation coming in. So she has to say things, and she said, I'm pregnant. I'm like, fucking how did that happen? She goes, did you actually go to school? I'm like, fuck off. And so she goes, I'm pregnant and I'm going to have a natural birth. And I went, that sounds like a mistake, right? Like listen, seriously, Taria, if you haven't picked up by now, I know fuck all about nothing, right? I don't know anything, but I know that natural birth means no drugs. Like no drugs, right? And that just sounds, from a male perspective, like some batshit crazy shit to be doing when you're trying to get a baby that's about that big out of a vagina that's about that big, all right? I don't know how big yours is, man, but sorry, that is...